What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Nathan, and on this planet we send it. And what we're going to be getting today, well, we're going to be just doing a garden vlog to check out where things are prior to the next one where I'm going to be doing some pruning. So in this video, what I'm going to do is kind of show you some of the new additions. I did put some new plants in here that I'm pretty excited to show. And yeah, we're just going to kind of pay a little extra attention to the plants I'm going to be pruning in the next video. All right, I got a plan in place. Let's go ahead and send it. And these are the first new additions that I'm going to show you. I picked up two different blueberry bushes, and it's recommended to have two different blueberry bushes pretty much close to each other so that they basically produce more fruit. Let me get a better view for you guys. And so I got two different kinds here. As a matter of fact, let me double check what kind we got here. I have a Jubilee and I have a South Moon. So I had attempted to put these, actually, I had attempted to put a blueberry bush in that section over there in my yard, but I just recently learned that blueberries like super acidic soil. So either if you plan to just manage that very closely, you can put it into the ground, but I just thought it was easier just to go ahead and be able to control the total environment and just have acidic soil and manage it with the appropriate fertilizer. So I now have two new blueberry bushes, and we're going to see how they do this year. Hungry bin, a little bit of feedback. I've noticed that now that it's outside, all the leachate at the bottom just dries up real quick, so I haven't really been getting any more leachate at the bottom, but it's all good. Strawberries are coming in. You can kind of get a good look here. We got some here, even some up in this area that are starting to redden now. So we're about to get our first fruiting of the strawberries for 2022 here pretty shortly. Now that the worms are all in the hungry bin, we now have I've disassembled the previous worm setup that used to be here, so that's all disassembled. So now I got a nice, good, and easy view of the nice dark greens that are going on here. Yeah, they really are looking good. Got arugula coming up and all other different types of greens that are coming up and looking real healthy. I will say now that the little table that I had here for the previous worms, removing that has left my garden, my sprinklers sort of out in the open. So I am a little concerned about that, but I think we'll do all right. And I am noticing that I still have some more of the bins of themselves to basically pick up and throw away the plastic there in the garden. The hop section is one area to where I am going to try to prune and do again this year. I'm just going to basically cut it about a foot where they are right now. As a matter of fact, you can kind of see where they originally started with the green tape around that. I'm just going to go ahead and cut down to that again, and we'll see how it grows out from there. Also, while removing all of this and cleaning it all up. In addition to getting some of the weeds that have kind of grown in along the way too. We have harvested our one loofah that has come in, and we're still getting tomatoes. I will be kind of cleaning these up as the next time too. But for the most part, not too much cleaning up of the tomatoes to do. But I am seeing some mint that is just going crazy down there, and actually has made it, unfortunately, over to this side of the garden. So I'm going to be looking up some ways to see if I can't kill that without pulling it up, using chemicals in a very localized area. I'm unsure how I'm going to do it, but I got to figure out a solution on how to get rid of it. But over in this section is actually where, I have some new beans that have come in that I'm wanting to grow. So now that they're getting a little bigger, I'm trying to get them so that they're tied on. Looks like this one got tied on to the trellis pretty good, but not all of them 100% yet. But I do got some more kale coming in at the bottom, so I'm waiting for that to kind of grow up. Looks like it's taking pretty good root there, taking root pretty good there. This is looking a little weak there. And that one's looking small, but looks like it's coming up. So looks like my new session of kale is about to come in and start growing. And then also I have some fava beans coming up right here. Those look like they're coming in good. And then I'm trying to put some spinach, and I put some spinach in with some chicken fertilizer here to see how they're going. So it looks like I'm not seeing any insects devouring them too fast quite yet, but I'm not seeing them grow very well. Actually, hold on a second. Over here, it looks like they might be starting to kind of grow. So I'm just looking to show signs that it is taking. You can also see that I got another bean plant here. Up this one. Yep, not. It looks like it's coming, but got a little bit more with the beans here to kind of get those up and coming up the trellis here too. Definitely on the pruning block is going to be the plum, the peach, and the peach here too. I mean, really everything over here is kind of on the block, but mostly the dormant trees is what are heavily on the block. Let's come in here and see how these semi-dwarf orange trees are doing. Let's see here. Looking for new growth in there. I'm not, actually there might be seeing some growth coming in here. So I am starting to see what appears to be the beginning of budding going all over this one. So this one's looking pretty good actually. This one, I mean, it hasn't come in yet, but I am starting to at least see signs that I'm getting new growth coming in. So we'll keep an eye on that. But how about this one right here? Yeah, I'm not seeing anything definite quite yet. We'll keep an eye on it. I mean, this up here doesn't look too good, but we'll keep an eye on it. And hopefully it starts to come in like this one does. We start seeing sign like that semi-dwarf tree is. But again, this one was kind of a little bit of a late bloomer, so we'll see how this one does. Mexican lime tree. It's just it's been doing pretty good. It looks like we're kind of coming at least to the end of this session. Most of the ripened limes have fallen. We still got probably about another good, I don't know, 10 up there or something that looks like they're on their way. And I don't see many more new ones coming up behind that. So once the majority of these fallen down, I will be taking this one probably will not make the pruning block this weekend if I do get to all the other ones over here. But this one is coming up as soon as the majority of the fruits have dropped. The fig tree, although there's not much to it, I can already see there's going to be some pruning that's going to be necessary for this one. If anything, to kind of keep it tamed, because that thing just sprouted up. On the avocado tree, it's still just like it was before. It looks like I'm seeing new growth all over it. The only sort of preparations that I just want to kind of show is I've had this thing sort of bandaged up, trying to grow it the way I want to. This weekend, what we'll do is we'll go ahead and take off all the straps and see if it's now able to support its own weight in the position that I want it to, as they are currently strapped up in. Similar to the lime tree, Big Bertha, she's still producing. I mean, just look at all over the ground. She's still just raining guava. So it's not quite yet time to prune Big Bertha yet, but her time is coming. However, the pomegranate tree right next to her is on tap for some pruning. And let's see here. Looks like doesn't look like the potatoes beneath are ready for pulling yet, and it looks like we might have even got a few extra potatoes coming up too, that I'm seeing more sprouts coming up all around the area. Let's go ahead and come on in and take a look at the baby avocado tree. I am starting to see some new growths forming all in the different pits and the joints of all these leaves. So that's a good sign. She's a baby. Just can only ask her to keep growing. And more growing she does, the stronger she'll get. Ashwagandha tree's already bouncing back. Let's go ahead and... Hola, chicas. We're just coming to see if you guys got any eggs. I think the girls are starting to pull out of their dormant season. So there's an egg. Cool. We'll go ahead and just take a step back here. The grapevine is definitely going to be pruned back. That one's a pretty easy one. It will take a little bit amount of time. The only big thing that I'm going to have to pay attention to is to make sure I don't cut the longest branch like I did last year. But we are almost down at the end. The papaya tree. Okay, let's see how we're doing. Man, these papayas are just getting big. These things are just really getting big. It really does impress me on how much this is growing. Now, let me go ahead and take a step back here, actually. So I think the colder temperatures is probably what's been causing some of this discoloration in the leaves, because it did the same thing last year. It's doing the same thing this year when we've been getting into like the 30s. So I think that might be causing the discoloration. So we'll be here in spring here in just about a month or two. And so this thing should then start bouncing back pretty fierce. All right, let's take a look at this orange tree. Last time we were seeing lots of growth, and it's even coming in even more now. We got growth there. We got growth literally just everywhere on this tree. So this is really encouraging to see that hopefully the other Oh yeah, we just got growth coming in everywhere. This is great. Hopefully the other orange trees start coming in like this. If they do, I'll feel a whole lot better. All right, let's take a look at the little engine that could. It's still doing. And again, it looks like it's getting ready for a spurt, but I don't know if we're going to get a growth. It's kind of been like in the same place for the last couple of months, or last month or two. So maybe it's just waiting for springtime. And then come springtime, we're going to just be getting lots of growth from every single extremis on this tree, which would be a great thing from the little engine that could. All right, that's going to go ahead and wrap up this video. Kind of wanted to just do a short down and dirty, give you guys a look at where things are before we just start chopping things down. So next garden video is going to be more of a pruning video, so it's not going to be my normal garden vlog. I'm just going to kind of talk about the way I approach pruning and why I do what I do before I start, just, again, chopping everything down. Now, let's take a sidestep for a second. I'm going to be heading out to King of the Hammers tomorrow. I don't know if there's going to be I'm going to be bringing my GoPro and doing some recordings. I don't know if there's going to be enough stuff there to be making a video. I don't even know if you guys will be wanting to see stuff on King of the Hammer, on me just kind of vlogging things out there, but I'm going to bring it. I might even just do some recordings and make a video anyways and see how you guys like it or not. Yeah, my intent is to go out there and at a minimum, if I don't make a video, I want to at least be ready with my GoPro just in case that I do. So we'll see how that is. That if I do make a video, that'll more than likely be my next video, with the pruning video being after that. But anyways, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you on the next one.